Good morning, boys and germs, and welcome to the Daily Crack today. As always, fucking good to see you, and I'm sure you're delighted to see me too. If you're watching this live, hashtag live down below, the usual old crack. If you're watching this later on in the day, fucking put a hashtag replay in the comments below. And if you find the bullshit I'm about to sprout of any interest or even comedic value, share the motherfucking thing. Simple as. Fucking share it. I'm going to give you some of the shit I've learned along the way, and some of probably bust some myths from the fitness industry that I have learnt along my journey in the fitness industry. In the 10-15 years I've been participating within it. And some of it is still stuff that people are not sure about and don't know the fucking crack. And so listen, if I'm chiting on about something and you have maybe a view or opinion on it, put it in the comments. I want to hear what you think. I want to hear your side of the story. And yeah, also on what I'm going to talk about today, I have a new podcast called The Crack Pit. And episode 5, me and Alex Chongi go into more depth in a few more subjects of what I'm about to talk about today. But I'm going to give you the abbreviated, shortened version of it today. So I'm going to give you 4 things that I've learned along my fitness journey in the last couple of years. Number 1, protein powder does not make you big or make you small, depending on what you're after. So, listen, this is all stemmed from the fitness industry anyway. All the shit I'm about to sprout on about is all false positives, I suppose, sprouted from within the fitness industry. Now, excuse the wind. I'm sure at some stage you're going to hear it blow and it'll fuck up the microphone. Listen, the protein powder and shit like that is marketed in a way to affect your insecurities. So, it's the same fucking protein powder that you will get in a tub of protein that will be marketed at guys that are trying to build muscle. It'll be like, fucking get super jacked in fucking, drink this protein. There'll be a guy on it, fucking muscle bound to the fucking hills, that is supposedly taking this supplement, but is probably more on steroids than anything else. And the guy will go to the show, oh, I buy this because he looks big and I want to get big, and that's the way it's marketed. And trust me, I fell into that trap as well. I went into the supplement store back in Ireland, and there'd be always a big Polish cunt fucking behind the counter, fucking just those Eastern European boys just fucking jacked the fucking hills. And I'll be like, oh, he'd be like, so how can I help you, sir? And I'd be like, oh, fuck, Jesus, don't fucking kill me anyway, that's for sure. I'm here, I want to look like you. And he'd be like, yes, you need this protein and that protein and BCAAs and fucking protein. And I'm like, okay, well, if he's that size and he's taking it, well, obviously, I'm going to be that size and fucking when I take it as well. And likewise, it's marketed at women the exact same way. Oh, this protein is going to help you burn more fat. It's the same fucking protein. It's the same fucking powder, just in a different fucking tub. You know what works, boys and germs? Hard work at eating well. That's the ultimate supplement. Where should you get your protein from? From the fucking food you eat. Alright? So don't fucking waste your money on supplements, especially when you start out. And I have that all the time. People are, day 2 or day 3 in the gym, and they're kind of getting into a little bit of a routine and they're getting a bit familiar with stuff. And then they ask me the question, what sort of protein should I get? Steak. That's the sort of protein you should get. Eat fucking steak. If you're a vegan, get some fucking lentils into you. Find a natural protein source. Eat more beans, whatever the fuck it is. But get your protein source from your fucking food. Simple. Don't be wasting your money on that shit. And we can go into depth on fucking ins and outs of proteins, but I'm not gonna fucking do that. Don't fucking waste your time. Alright, second thing. Track your fucking calories. And you will hear me sprout on about this all the fucking time. Track the fucking calories. Download MyFitnessPal. Get a good coach that'll help you set it up. I know someone. For the correct calorie target for your body. And then stick to it. Work out what you need to consume. Nothing's off limits on this, you know. There's no restrictive diet. There's no fucking meal plan that will work for you. It's just you understanding what you're currently eating and adjusting it according to your goals. So fucking track your calories. And yeah, a load of you, the excuses. I don't have time. Oh, I don't want to be a slave to my phone. I don't want to have to weigh my food. I don't want to be restricted. Well, fuck you. You know, a slave to your phone. How many hours of the day do you spend on fucking social media? You're already welded to your fucking phone, and yeah, you're not getting results because you're not willing to do the hard work. Meal plans are for wankers. Meal plans will not teach you anything. They will short term. You'll get results. Yeah, I guarantee you'll get results. Long term, is it sustainable? Fuck no. Because most meal plans, you're confined to eating certain types of food for a certain amount of time that you really actually don't like. And most people will be on a meal plan for 6 or 8 weeks looking forward to the end of the meal plan so they can fucking eat what they want. Then what happens? They fucking go back to eating what they want. Lost 10 kilos, gain back 12. Is that you? It's fucking you. I know fucking well, because I've seen it all before. Track your fucking calories. I'm angry today, as you can see. Number three, this is the fun one. Learn to squat. The one exercise that's going to give you more bang for your buck is squatting. Fucking squatting. You don't need a fancy periodized fucking linear diversity fucking progression chart training program. If there was only one exercise I'd recommend for anyone to do of any age, from the age of fucking as soon as a child can walk, what's that, about 1 or 2, to the day that you fucking say I've had enough, it's time to jump in the old 6 foot plot, sorry. You should be squatting. You should be learning how to squat and squat well. Be an Asian. Squat to the bottom. You know, it's one of these movements that is so crucial. And you know what's important about learning how to squat? You know, like, you know, we train and we do fitness to look good naked, right? That's the long and short of it. And if you're on the other side of this camera and you're going to tell me you're doing your fitness for any other reason, only to look good naked, and you know, when you take off your clothes, you'll want to look in the mirror and you're like, oh, fucking gorgeous. Like, you're delusional, because that's why we do fitness, to fucking look good naked. All right? So how will squats help like that? Well, let me tell you. So when you train squats, you pretty much train every muscle of the body, especially if you're doing heavy back squats. You'll train your chest and whatnot, but you're mostly training the sex muscle area. You know, so you're squatting down, you're pushing up, you're squatting down, you're pushing up. Now you're training, you're training to last longer than 3 seconds. Fucking, my new record was 6 the other night. Fucking unbelievable. I reckon I could stretch it out to 7 in the next fortnight. But your sex, boys, when you squat, you stress your testosterone hormone out. So in the recovery from those squats, you get a boost of testosterone. So that means you're going to build more muscle. And if you have more testosterone in your body, you're going to feel fucking better. Ladies, the same applies to you. I know for a fact that if I see a chick in the gym a fucking squatting, I'm like, giddy the fuck up. And girls, the thing is, at the moment, it's all about the booty. It's all about the booty. You know, do your clamshells and your banded stuff and all that. Do that. But get a fucking barbell on your back and learn to squat. It'll change your lives. Those legs, like, you want a pair of pins that will look gorgeous sticking out the end of a dress? Squat. You want those abs that look fucking fantastic in any fucking crop top or fucking bikini? Fucking squat. Your squatting will sculpt your body the way you want. It'll bring out your natural physique. It's the best compound movement I know for training any of that. And trust me, it's brilliant. Squats are the king. Squats are the king. Now, I had a video the other day about the best fat burning exercise. It's not a fat burning exercise. It's an exercise to sculpt your body and produce the good fucking hormones. The hormones that your body needs to fucking make you feel good. So, boys and germs, number 3 is learn to squat. Final one I'm going to give you today, number 4. Get a fucking coach. Get a coach to help you, especially at the beginning of your journey. There's a lot of great coaches out there, as well as there's a lot of shit coaches out there. But get a coach and just start. Start training. Get someone to help you with your nutrition. Get someone to help you with the tracking. Get someone to write you a fitness program. Get someone to, make you accountable so you're going to get the work done. Every coach needs a coach. Before on the way down here to make this video, I was thinking about those 4 things that I've just told you there, but I was like, have I been coached? I realize now that I've been coached the entire time. I've had several business coaches in order to help me with my business. I've had 3 or 4 different Olympic weightlifting coaches. I was in a program years ago with a load of the barbell shrug guys from America doing a bodybuilding program. I studied under Julian Pinot for StrongFit. I was a year and a half as a mentor or an apprentice under him. So boys and girls, I'm a coach that's been coached, and I'm still a white belt. To quote Conor McGregor, I'm still a fucking white belt, and I love being a white belt because I'm constantly learning more, and I'm improving. I'm honing in my skills, but I know I'm not at the very end. I know I'm not fully there yet, and I'll never be fully there. But my mind is constantly open. I'm constantly taking feedback, because feedback and criticism is the best way to build and move forward. So, if you're struggling with anything, and not even in fitness, maybe it's something you're doing in your personal life. Maybe it's relationship, couples counseling. Maybe it's work. Get business help. Get coaching. You don't need to reinvent the wheel. The wheel's already done. Just talk to the people that know how to do it and replicate it in your way. So it's still authentic to you, but you're doing it in your fucking way, and you'll win. So, recap. Number 1, supplements are a waste of fucking time. Get your fucking nutrition from your food. Number 2, what was number 2? Track your calories. Fucking Alzheimer's. Track your fucking calories. Just fucking start it. Like, you're on your fucking phone the whole time. It's not hard to be on it for an extra couple of minutes a day to be logging your calories, and that's where your that's secret. Tracking your calories is where all your results come from. That's the secret. Number 3, learn to squat. Build the sex muscles. Last for longer than 3 seconds. Trust me, it works. And number 4, get a fucking coach. I know someone that can fucking help you. If you're stuck with any of this shit and you need help, I know someone. Just saying. I know someone. Boys and germs, if you like the video, hashtag whatever live and replay in the fucking bottom. If you think it's worth sharing and entertaining for others, share it and entertain it. Giddy up.